So you cannot avoid your accounts being maxed out unless you just do not use your card and you do not put charges on it. That's the only way you can avoid your accounts being maxed out, especially if you guys are doing like CareCredit, the Alfie, any type of thing where you're getting some type of surgery or some type of procedure. The only way you can avoid that utilization being high and it's been maxed out is by not putting the charges on that card or on that account. That's the only way you can avoid it. A lot of times, if you guys get like the care credit and you know you're going to spend $5,000 on it and your limit is $6,000, that's a lot you're going to be spending. Your credit score is going to drop. I tell people to apply for other credit cards that have high limits also, so that your overall utilization can be lower than what it would be as if you did not have those credit cards. But that's the only way you can avoid a credit card not being maxed out, is by applying for other credit cards. That's the only way, or not putting your charge on a credit card or paying it off. That's the only way you can avoid it. Let me show you guys some of, like, say if you have credit cards and you're concerned about maxing it out, or your utilization. Let me show you a few credit cards that I always tell people to try to get to help with your utilization. So we was previously talking about Bank of America. You guys can definitely come to Bank of America and see what accounts they can possibly approve you for Bank of America. I also tell people to apply for like the Apple credit card. The Apple card can actually pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So I definitely want you guys to try to see if you can apply for the Apple card, because they can give you a higher limit. And if they can approve you for a higher limit, you guys, then I will say, jump on it. And you don't have to use the cards, especially if you want to help with your utilization. The goal is not to use these cards. So if you guys need higher cards, definitely check out like the Apple card. If you don't already have the CareCredit, I think this person was asking about the CareCredit, so they probably won't do the CareCredit, but you guys can definitely apply for the CareCredit. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So this is another great option. You guys can apply for the CareCredit, and again, you can pre-qualify without a hard inquiry, and they know for giving higher limits. Another one, and I hope I say it right, but I just be saying it. Alfie, I don't know. I always called it that. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. But Alfie credit is another great one. You can now pre-qualify it for this one without a hard inquiry. So I really like this one. I actually had this one, and then I had a Vision one, and these gave me over $10,000 limits. I never used it. They end up closing it for inactivity, but it's great for utilization. So I had this one. I had a Vision one. Let me see if this one is also available. These are just easier ones, especially if you have your Equifax credit report clean. This is great for you. So you can also try the Smile Generation. So let's click right here and see. Let me see, maybe. Let me see if you guys can still apply for it, because these are ones that's going to be great for that utilization. So yeah, you can apply for it. When I first started helping people, like I used to go to the library and help people for free increase their credit score. When I seen people at high utilization, I told them to get this one right here. I had over a $10,000 limit on this one also, and I even helped my dad get this one. He got like a $7,500 limit. I don't know if he still got it because he hadn't used it. This was years ago when I was helping people, and he got approved for it. But this is the one when you got a high utilization on your credit cards. I tell people to apply for this one, because these are like easier ones and they're going to give you high limits, and then most likely you're not going to use it. Like most likely you're probably not going to use it. It'd be great for utilization. You can also apply for other things like the Discover. That one can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry, so you may want to look into that one. That can be a great one that you guys will want to check out. Check out Navy Federal too. But you just want to make sure that you have other credit cards, reporting to the credit bureaus that you have a credit card and have higher limits, so that when you use too much on a credit card, your utilization won't be too high, which will lower your credit score. So it'll look like your utilization